Good morning, everybody. It is your daily crypto news for Friday, March 8th, 2024. My name is Matt, and as you know, it's Friday, so it's Asia Focus with Sarah Kwan. Let's get into that first. I'll see you after her report.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Asia Focus, a weekly section of Daily Crypto News. I'm Sarah. I'm back. It's been 1 week in March, and we're still in bullish. I've got some bullish news in Asia, so let's go. It's kimchi time. One of the most interesting things about Korean market is that we have kimchi premium. You might know that we also have had ups and downs even in this bull market. The international market reacts very sensitively with different news, right? Y'all Americans have Gary Gensler, fancy Europeans have boring regulatory limits. In Korea, we're just up only. Up only. In a recent statement, CryptoQuant CEO Chu Gi-young revealed that Bitcoin price premium in South Korea has reached an impressive 10%, marking its highest level in 2 years. Chu highlighted that the resurgence of Korean retail investors in the cryptocurrency market indicating a renewed interest and confidence among local traders. The kimchi premium refers to the variance in crypto asset price between South Korean exchanges and those abroad. This premium has been on an upward trajectory alongside the BTC price since the beginning of February. If you want to understand this kimchi premium, I hope you guys all know what kimchi is. It's a kind of fermented cabbage that we eat every day. Anyways, you have to understand the buzzword donghak ants. Essentially, this term refers to the retail stock investors who are like ants moving as a group, who invest into the Korean domestic stock market actually. Donghak being a reference to the 19th century Donghak peasant movement, an attempt by peasants in Korea to revolt against the rich and foreign invaders. But enough of that history class. Basically, these Donghak ants, and I'm air quoting, are those investors just follow any rally, very impromptu. If you see any influencers or someone that is very powerful in this stock market or any asset market, they will just jump in. They will ant in. Anyways, this retail investing culture is deeply rooted also in crypto. Hence, up only Bitcoin in Korea. I brought some numbers for you to understand a little bit better. Bitcoin price is now sitting around 94,380,000 Korean won, which is around 71,560 US dollars according to Google Currency Converter. Of course, there is a little bit of difference in the exchange rate, but you see, it's more than 70k US dollars per Bitcoin. Welcome to Korea. Bitforex's registered office is in Kwai Phong, an area of the new territories in the north of Hong Kong. But Bitforex is now just an online crypto exchange that withdrew almost $57 million from its hot wallets on February 23rd and vanished. Then it blocked users from accessing their accounts. Yep, just another Hong Kong crypto exchange disappeared out of thin air. We're not yet fully recovered from JPEX's $200 million scandal, and we're experiencing another alleged scam. The fun part about this article by DL News, which is also in the show note, is that the writer Kaylin actually went to find this Bitforex's office. Brave writer, right? What she ended up with is an address, doesn't really have an office, even registered with other companies too. Sorry, but not sorry for Hong Kong crypto scene. Another bitter news from Hong Kong, the city is set to expand the scope of digital yuan pilot testing. Financial Secretary Paul Chan said members of the public will be able to set up eCNY wallets and integrate them with a local payment service. Aligned with the Project M-Bridge, a cross-border payment service project around the world to settle cross-project launched by China, Paul Chan said, quote, "It will become one of the first projects around the world to settle cross-boundary transactions for corporations using central bank digital currency," end quote. What he missed to say is, this is for China. I cannot emphasize more on this movement in Hong Kong does not mean much in the Asian crypto scene because anything that goes to Hong Kong will eventually end up in China too. Talking about China, according to Being Crypto, China might be loosening up towards crypto. Indeed, despite the comprehensive ban, China's crypto market has shown remarkable resilience. With an estimated transaction volume of $86.4 billion between July 2022 and June 2023, the underground market's vibrancy is undeniable. From using gray market dealers to leveraging Hong Kong's relatively loose regulatory framework for digital asset transactions, Chinese people never actually left or stopped investing into crypto. Financial entities facing domestic market stagnation increasingly consider more and more creative ways to put their capital into digital assets, aka crypto. Notably, subsidiaries of major Chinese financial institutions in Hong Kong are delving into the cryptocurrency space. We've dealt this similar news in Asia Focus, where Chinese official financial institutions or Chinese mainland-based entities are indirectly investing into Hong Kong entities that are investing into crypto firms. Probably the government policy in China officially would never encourage cryptocurrency, just like any other countries in the world. Only El Salvador is doing it, right? But the important point here is that private sectors see the opportunity in crypto. Then the policy will somehow follow. Of course, it will take some time. We're expecting the same to China here. That's all for today.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Now to the real news, the news that everybody really wanted to hear about. Who is going to play Razzlecon? And if you remember, Razzlecon is this cringe rapper. Her real name is Heather Morgan. And her boyfriend were holding around or managing or laundering or whatever $4 billion from Bitfinex. And Bitfinex was hacked and they had the Bitcoin, $4 billion worth. And so we found out who's going to play Razzlecon, and it is Chloe Grace Moretz. And when I first saw her, I thought it was Florence Pugh, but then I realized that these are two different people. I don't know if you've ever seen both of them side by side. They look very, very, very similar. And, well, I'm very happy that they decided who they're going to play Razzlecon. However, I'm disappointed in their choice. I really think it should have been Anna Kendrick. She just kind of fits everything that Razzlecon is. A little skinny, a little awkward, very cringe, and, well, I think they should have got Anna Kendrick, but that's my opinion. We'll see how she does. Ethereum Layer 2 project, Optimism, said it's going to privately sell approximately $19.5 million worth of governance tokens, worth around $89 million at current prices. The terms of the private sale and identity of the buyer have not been disclosed. Interesting. That is very interesting. The tokens will be subject to a lockup period of around 2 years. Again, very interesting and very risky. $89 million for Optimism tokens to be locked up for 2 years. Very interesting. Coinbase has adopted a bearish and contrarian stance on artificial intelligence tokens in the crypto industry. They said that the value potential for many of these AI tokens may be overstated. Many of these AI tokens lack sustainable demand-side drivers in the short and medium term. They call these crypto AI tokens Crypto's AI Mirage. These opinions contradict the current sentiment around AI-related crypto tokens. According to CoinGecko, artificial intelligence-related tokens increased as a whole by more than 37% in the past week. But this goes back to what I said, and I've been saying the same thing over and over and over again, that every cycle has an industry or a sector of this industry that turns into a hype. It's new every time. If it's ICOs, if it's NFTs, if it's DeFi, these tokens are going to be the hype, the AI hype this cycle, and you will moon, and then they will go away. So I 100% agree with this, but it's not about this long-term sentiment. They're going to get this hype, they're going to go up, and this is not financial advice, obviously. My opinion, my prediction is that these AI tokens is going to be the hot thing, the trending topic. They will go up, and then they will disappear. And next cycle, we will have a new industry that's going to come out. What is that industry going to be? I have no clue. VR, AR tokens? Quantum tokens? Quantum computing tokens? I have no clue. All I know is they're right, but they're probably wrong on who's going to make some gains off of this. JP Morgan comes out to weigh in on the crypto space. Well, they're weighing in on the whole markets, all the markets all together. But JP Morgan Chase says that it's possible that because Bitcoin is above $60,000, that the Fed might keep its monetary policy higher for longer, as premature rate cuts risk further inflating asset prices or causing another leg up in inflation. I 1000% agree. Everybody's talking about the Fed cutting rates. The Fed cuts rates, I think that'd be absolutely stupid because we are bulling. And it just goes, why would you want to cut rates in the middle of, record high S&P 500s and NASDAQs and, Bitcoin ETFs? This is trending in the right direction. So let's allow it to trend in the right direction. And when it slows down trending there, then cut your rates a little bit. Start, opening up the little spigot. I mean, people are saying because it's coming into an election year that they want to cut rates to make it, easier for people to buy houses and those mortgage rates will go down and so on and so forth. But they're 100% right. This will cause inflation. This will cause a leg up in inflation. And I'm not too sure if it's actually going to be beneficial for the markets. So just leave it alone for now and see how everything evens out. I think the market is still trying to figure out what the hell's going on with everything when it comes to Nvidia and some of these tech stocks and, of course, Bitcoin's ETF. And once it starts evening out or actually even showing that it's going to start going a little bearish, which it will, eventually, I don't know if it's going to be 6 months, a year, or 2 or 3 years, then start cutting rates. What do you think? Matt at dailycryptonews.net. Elon Musk, I was worried about him. Seems like he was having some hard times, but it looks as though he might be making a little bit of money. In a report that was published Thursday, Arkham Intelligence outlined the discovery of around $771 million worth of Bitcoin held in wallets by Tesla, and wallets linked to SpaceX had around $555 million in Bitcoin. Well, when they bought that Bitcoin, it was around $35,000. It's a little higher today. And so that looks like SpaceX is having around a $132 million Bitcoin profit, and Tesla's in around $455 million Bitcoin profit. And so I'm really happy that Elon is having some gains. I know he was worried about money there for a while, so congratulations to you, I guess. And finally, I want to talk about this Kimchi Premium. Sarah mentioned it earlier on in the show, and I mentioned it yesterday. And yesterday afternoon, Sarah and I got on a phone call, and we were trying to figure out how to arbitrage. As you know, she's Korean. And so we're like, what if I send you Bitcoin and you sell it in Korea? Can you send me back USDC? And we found the loophole. We found why this isn't just a ongoing business that everybody's aping into, because it is actually a little more complicated to that. And here's what it is. It's the exchange rate equivalence to US dollars if you're talking about the yuan. So for example, if I have Bitcoin over here for $67,000 and I send it to somebody in Korea, if they sell their Bitcoin to yuan, the yuan equivalent right now is around 72,000 US dollars. So therefore, you see there's a $5,000 gain, right? However, if you sell it to USDC or USDT, it's actually lower than the trading price. So say if I buy it for 67 over here, you might be selling it to USDT in Korea for 66.5. And so there is no way for us to just do some quick arbitrage using cryptocurrency and different exchanges. You have to buy Bitcoin in America, send it to somebody in Korea, they sell their Bitcoin to yuan, get the yuan, exchange it to dollars, and then get it back on the exchange to send it back over to the US. Now, it's a little bit more complex. People probably are doing that, but that's how you would have to do it. And that is the loophole and the barrier that we would have to set, because you would have to be there. You have to get the yuan. You would have to have a good exchange rate. You have to get it back on the exchange into USDC or USDT or BUSD or some kind of stablecoin, send it back to America and buy Bitcoin. Hope that answers everybody's questions. And I assume that's legal. I'm not really too sure. I guess if you pay your taxes in both countries, it's fine. Honestly, I have no clue. Again, if you're a lawyer, I know exactly the lawyers that can send me a text message right after this if they know. And yeah, I'm talking about you, Jeff. Let me know if you know anything about how this works and the legality of this. Matt at dailycryptonews.net, or Jeff, give me a text. Now let's get into those crypto prices.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
And the time is 9:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Fear agrees at 89. We are greedy because Bitcoin is up 2% in 24, 1% in 1 hour. It's at $68,423.67. I think today's the day we're going to start popping up on that 69,000 all-time high Bitcoin and start eating away at that sell wall. Yum, 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 yum. That's what the buyer's going to do. Just yum, 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 yum. It's going to take some time to eat through that sell wall. So I can see it popping up there. Actually, I can see it right now. It's just, moving around. I bet there's the sell wall right now because everybody knows that the $69,000 sell wall is there. So they're probably putting it at 68.5, 68.6, 68.7 because of how hard it's going to be to get through that 69. But when they do, like I said, the sky's the limit. Today's the day I think we're going to start taking big bites out of that 69, maybe even going over. Ethereum, whoa, what happened to you overnight? It's up 4.2%. It's at $3,979. Teller's number 3, Binance, what are you doing? Is this an all-time high for Binance? It might be. $486. It's up 8.6% in 24. And Solana is almost at 150. It's up 1.8. This is just melt your face FOMO right here. Melt your face FOMO. Are you feeling it? Running up the top 10, we have XRP, USDC, Cardano, Dogecoin, 17 cents. And SHIB is in the number 10 spot, up 13% in 24. What is going on in this space? And we're not even at the halving. And again, just to remind everybody, it's usually after the halving we have a new all-time high, not before it, after the halving. And it's about 6 to 18 months after the halving we see the new all-time high, like the peak, the top, the tippity top. And the crypto space is defying everything that we previously knew. So everything's uncharted right now. I talk to my friends all the time. Shout out Paul. But I talk to my friends all the time about what the market is doing, and everybody's really confused. Nobody knows what's happening. It's uncharted territory. History is not repeating itself. It's not even rhyming at this point. The total market cap is at $2.6 trillion, up 1.8%. Our Bitcoin dominance is down a little bit at 51.7 and an ETH dominance of 18.4. That's our show today. I'll see you tomorrow. No, I won't. I'll see you Monday. And until then, happy hodling, everyone.